So to wrap things up for this show, there's this new report. There's this guy that reportedly committed suicide. I'll say it that way. I don't think that's really what happened. You tell me. But I don't think that's really what happened. But he was a person that broke a major story on the Clintons a few years back. So the police are now investigating it as a suicide. And it's this reporter, once again, who broke the Clinton Tarmac story. So, once again, this was a bombshell story from 2016 that former President Bill Clinton secretly met with then Attorney General Loretta Lynch on a Phoenix tarmac in the run-up to the presidential election, while his wife, then candidate Hillary Clinton, was under federal criminal investigation. And this was due to the whole email scandal, if you remember that, taking place. So the police report is showing here that at 8:13 a.m. on Saturday, 911 received a call from a person down at a residence in Scott Trace, and then the Hoover police and fire arrived on site and found the 45-year-old Christopher Sign dead. Okay, now, like I said, police are investigating it as a suicide, which basically means that they didn't see any specific evidence on the outside of the person to show that they were beat or hurt physically in that way. So we don't know what it was. Maybe they took some kind of pills. We're going to have to wait and see until the full report comes out. Maybe something was put in their drink, or who knows what else it would have been. I have no idea how the Clintons operate, if you know what I mean. I don't know, okay? But something is extremely off when you look at this. So, once again, this was the 2016, during the 2016 presidential campaign. Bill Clinton met with Lynch on the tarmac of the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport while the then AG was investigating the use of a private email server by Hillary Clinton, the former president's wife and the Democratic presidential candidate at that time. So this was a big deal because everybody needed to know about this. It was wrong. It just didn't smell right. If you're just paying attention to what's going on and the timing of everything, it didn't look right. That's why it was such a big story. But yet, what you're seeing here is all of a sudden this guy just randomly dies. Seems a bit strange. I mean, he did talk about his family, saying that before he died, obviously, he was talking about his family and saying that they were receiving death threats after he reported this bombshell story. So clearly, he was already kind of under the radar anyways. I mean, he said his family even had like secret words they would use so they knew what actions to take if he felt like there was a great threat against his family. But the reality here is that the Clinton body count continues to climb. It continues to go up at this point because what you're seeing is that everybody who either broke a big story, negative-wise, on the Clintons or said something bad about them or was associated with them on a deep level and knew about the stuff that they were up to ends up dead. I mean, that's been happening for the longest period of time. When you look at Epstein and many others, it doesn't stop there. It's really odd that these people around them that had anything to do with them just die these mysterious deaths. It wasn't a medical thing. I mean, there had to be some type of clues around there to investigate this as a suicide. But like I said, we'll have to wait for the actual full report to come out about this. But the fact is that at this point, the Clintons have to have a higher body count than COVID-19. I mean, it has to be said at this point, right? I mean, this is getting absolutely ridiculous at this point. So be careful for anybody that's out there that's looking at breaking any stories on the Clintons or knows anything serious about the Clintons, because you might be the next one that dies of a suicide or whatever they want to call it next. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.